What is learning? How did I learn? I will present an example from my childhood when I learned an exciting and important concept in a spectacular way. Here I am with my mother in 1993. I am only 4 years old and already fashion conscious. We were on the newly opened Yangpu Bridge, which crosses the Huangpu River in Shanghai. She told me that the bridge is one of the world's longest of its kind, with the weight supported by the cables that are attached to its two huge towers. My head spun with the confusing new concepts: bridge, cable, tower, which I didn't understand. My mother showed me the river that was 50 meters below and told me that the bridge was like the rainbow over the river. She explained how it allowed people and cars to cross between the two banks and let large ships sail underneath. Before this visit, I had no idea what a bridge was, let alone a cable or tower, and how they might interact to support the structure's massive weight. However, my mother's explanation using familiar symbols like a rainbow and describing the function of the bridge in enabling river crossing without hindering passing ships literally opened my eyes. I think this learning experience follows Vygotsky's theory that learning was an active process that does not have to wait for readiness and illustrates the children's cognitive development can be fostered by interactions with parents or teachers. A few days later, I was given a gift that would reinforce my new conceptual grasp. It was model bridge construction kit. My mother helped me to follow the pattern and gradually assemble the bridge. I think this well illustrates Vygotsky's zone of proximal development theory, with progression from that I cannot do to I can do, with the aid of structured parental intervention and support of scaffolding. This process provided me and other children with much of our co-functional and technical knowledge that was necessary to function in the contemporary world. But there is another type of knowledge. Looking back on my childhood, I now understand that my family played an important role in my development, especially in the way that I absorbed my family's culture. Everything I saw was from the perspective of my home situation. Several years ago, this was brought home to me when I met some headmasters from British international schools in Shanghai. We discussed the concept of culture and how Western education values social activities and cultural diversity and awareness. Conversely, Chinese education focuses on academic achievement rather than travel, sports, music, drama, creativity, and international influences. However, as international education grows in China, it is influencing the understanding of the purpose of education. Much more middle-class parents are willing to put emphasis on holistic improvement rather than only academic achievement. At international schools, their children are in a multicultural environment with students from diverse cultural backgrounds and different countries.
My name's Susan and I'm in year 12. One of the best things about being in a multicultural community is that you're exposed to so many different cultures, and that will really help open doors to other countries in the future.
We can see this girl's learning environment is really multicultural and she enjoys the benefits from this diverse community. This will greatly benefit her future studies at a foreign university. Students like her will need to find a balance between adapting to different social and cultural interactions and maintaining a secure sense of identity in their national culture. This is a different type of learning, with the learner absorbing elements of difference from their home culture. For example, British people are more compassionate about animal welfare than the Chinese, and Chinese parents delegate child rearing to grandparents. Nevertheless, there are many students at international schools and foreign universities who are reluctant to integrate, which is a big challenge for educators to consider carefully in an increasingly globalized world. I am grateful to my critical friends who share their teaching experience related with cultural education in their schools, which led me want to discover the answers of the following questions. Does culture really matter in children's educational development? How necessary is it to integrate local students into culturally diverse international schools? How do we facilitate good quality cultural education in international schools in China? That's all my visual analysis. Thanks for watching.